up, Kenny?
What's up? Where are we? Whose idea was this?
We're in Lyons. This race was Gwen's idea because she did it last year. And of course, the weather has been absolutely unbelievable the last 2 weeks. And then yesterday in Boulder, we got roughly 10 inches of snow. But if you can see here in Lyons, which is like 15 miles to the north is all, they only got like half an inch of snow. But the course is going basically between Lyons and Boulder. So at some point today we are going to be where a lot of snow was yesterday. But it looked like they plowed the majority of the gravel roads, and it's just going to be, because it's 36 and sunny right now, and the sun is so strong. It's just going to, we're going to, at the end of the race, we're just going to be insanely muddy is all that's going to happen. So
what's the race and how far are we going today?
Yep, today's a 50-kilometer gravel race. Gwen, how much climbing is there today?
I don't know. I guess I have it kind of.
Be more than it can't, but it's not more than like 1,500 feet.
Oh my gosh. Oh well, feet. I go in meters. I don't know how it's.
It's more than 500 meters.
No, it's not.
It's got a few little punchy bits in it though. So we go down 55th. We had southbound on 55th, which has got 3 nice little rollers, and then we go up 49th, which is hard, up 59th, which is hard, up 39th, which is hard. And then like this falls flat back into town here. So it's mostly just going to be the mud. So today, I actually I made the decision this morning. I've got on cyclocross race wheels. So these are tubulars. Just because I think there's some fast like sweeping corners, and I've never regretted using expensive tires. Today will be no different.
You know, it's actually beautiful out right now. We don't know what the conditions are going to be till we're out there. So I'm happy to race. I just hope I don't get too cold. If I get really wet, it could get cold, but it'll be okay. I'm a little nervous too. Not sure why I'm nervous, but I am.
Is this a cooking show now?
This is today's secret ingredient, given the conditions. So.
Can you tighten them up too? Because I don't want them to be too loose.
It's not about them being looser now, it's about them just shedding.
Nice.
Yep.
So explain the purpose for us.
Well, what does Pam naturally? It's non-stick. We don't want stuff to stick to the bikes today, so we'll do some on the down tube, and we'll do some on the pedals, and we'll do some on the bottom of the shoes. But yeah, this is just like a old school hack.
Always with the tricks.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Even though driving here, we went through a little bit of fog, and it was kind of wet. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really sign up for this. But now we got bright sunshine, blue skies. It will be a little bit muddy and messy, but lesson for today is we don't call it stupid, we call it epic. It will be epic, my friends, epic, not stupid, epic.
Was Gwen the first female?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Pat was making me so mad. He's like, get on me. I'm like, just go! Dude, you didn't ride, did you, Sasha?
I rode. I was with you.
Kenny, I made the mistake of wiping my sunglasses. I just can't see
And that was
anything.
it, huh?
That's it. Game over.
Nice job. Were you cold? Wet?
This is definitely the dirtiest I've ever been. I don't know what my face feels like, but it feels like I have a mud mask. Jens flew by me on the road at one point, and he's like, get on my wheel! And I actually think that was the make or break it point in the race.
Absolutely. We had a good group, 3 of us staying together. We shared the workload. Really nice teamwork. We caught a few more people, right? That was pretty awesome.
Yes, we did. And I kept saying, shut up, legs.
I know, right? And since I'm older, I keep saying shut up body. Not just shut up legs, shut up entire body these days. Because I'm above 50 years.
You're over 50.
52.
It's incredible, isn't it? Wow. So anyway,
And-
I knew if I was on his wheel, I was safe. So
Yes. Safe in terms of not crashing.
Yes,
and safe
exactly.
To make it to the finish line.
Thank you so much for pulling me along.
My
Out there.
pleasure. See you next year again.
Yes, hopefully.
The key today, I made an old man decision, and Gwen and I went to super expensive tubulars last night, and that was our sole responsibility for like why I got second for sure.
I think my only mistake, I wanted 2 pairs of sunglasses. I think I would have started with a pair. I don't know how I would have protected them, but I would have protected them. That was my only mistake. I don't know how you see. Like Pat kept saying to get on my wheel. I'm like, if I get on your wheel, I'm blind. Well, see, the problem is I wiped this side, and then I quickly realized you shouldn't wipe. And so I had this one little speck up here that I could see through. So I was kind of going like this with my glasses. Not a fault of Roka. The Roka sunglasses are amazing. I hope everyone knows that. It's just, don't wipe them with your finger.
Reality of the conditions.
Old Man Winter Rally. It was epic this year. Yeah. Pat, I think he was too strong for me. He wanted to ride with me, but he just kept riding away, and then he'd yell at me for not being on his wheel. And I'm like, well, I don't know, you're stronger than me. So once he left, the race got a lot more enjoyable because somebody wasn't yelling at me every 2 seconds.
Oh my honey,
What?
it was encouragement.
Okay.
It's all on footage.
There you go.
I told Kenny, I said I kept it real light because I knew the audio was saved. So I put on the mud tubulars last night, and I underestimated how good of a decision that would be until we basically turned, we started on the highway and then we turned right onto 63rd, the very first gravel, and it was like, kind of almost peanut buttery style mud. It was very slick, and I had to explain to Gwen, like, our tires are 20 times better than what everybody else has here. And then once Gwen kind of realized that, then you could really start, because you also really needed the traction on some of the uphills too. They were quite slick, and so once that became the case, then you gained a lot more confidence. I think at one point we slipped back to like, I counted roughly like 50th or 60th
Place?
yes.
Ooh.
And then we chewed through those groups. And there was, when we turned right onto St. Vrain, which we knew was like uphill, at that point then I was pulling Gwen up to the group of 10. And then we got onto 55th, and the group of 10 was starting to splinter, so then we were chewing through. So I think when you told me to leave, you were probably in like, we were 7th or 8th at that point. And then I bridged across to a group for second place.
And I went backwards.
Well, yeah, but you stayed in that. Yeah, you basically stayed in the. I mean, your group sprinted for 8th, I think.
Yeah.
And you were 3rd. You were 10th overall.
Yeah, Gwen, it's pretty cool to see, especially for triathletes, you jumping into all these different races that
Did a
have.
swim meet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see. And speaking, there are some fans out there kind of saying the
A
same
lot of
thing.
people saw me and noticed me and cheered for me, which was really nice. Yeah.
So do you see like a benefit to races like this and events like this when it comes to triathlon?
Yeah, I mean, like Pat said, there's all these scenarios that pop up that you can't control. Like, you can't control what's going to happen in a race, and you never know what's going to happen. And so to be in a race situation and have to make a split-second decision is really important. I think in racing, you really need to back yourself, and you need to be able to make decisions for yourself. And that's something that my coach Jamie has always really instilled in me. So I know when I line up on the race, I feel confident. So this was something that could definitely give me some tools going forward in triathlon races.
Sweet. 3 weeks away, first race.
Whew, 3 weeks away from my first race. Yeah, I'm a little nervous for my first race. You just never know. Like, you can be training amazing, and it's just, you come off of break, you have no idea how everyone else is, and it's just it's unknown, right? And that sometimes can bring about some nerves, but I'm just going to focus on the process and what I can control. So yeah, exciting. I'll be racing in Cuba on February 25th.